You know, there are some actors who just feel like they were carved right out of the American landscape itself. So today, let's talk about one of the greats, the man, the mustache, the absolute legend, Sam Elliott. Come on, you know the voice. It's like warm gravel and aged whiskey all rolled into one. It's a voice that could sell you a truck or narrate the entire story of your life. And that mustache? It's practically a co-star in every movie. The answer, of course, is the man himself. But here's the crazy part. The guy we see on screen, the ultimate American cowboy, he was never the person his family, and especially his father, wanted him to be. See, for Sam, acting wasn't just some career path he picked. Nope, it was pretty much an act of rebellion. His dad worked his whole life for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and he saw Hollywood as a total fool's errand. He had one very simple piece of advice for his son: get a real job. Can you imagine hearing that? His father was convinced that acting was a dead end, that it was just a surefire path to failure. But instead of crushing his spirit, that disapproval, it lit a fire under Sam. He was absolutely determined to prove him wrong, no matter how long it took. And oh boy, did he ever prove him wrong. But listen, this was not some overnight success story. His journey to becoming an icon was a 50-year marathon, really. It was all about pure grit and just refusing to quit. This timeline just says it all, doesn't it? I mean, look at this. He starts out in 1969 as an uncredited extra, literally too shy to even say a word to his future wife, Catherine Ross, on the set of Butch Cassidy. It isn't until 1985 that he gets his breakout role in Mask. Then, of course, he cements his status as a Western legend in Tombstone. And get this, it's not until 2018, nearly 50 years later, that he finally gets that Oscar nomination. That's not just a career, that's a masterclass in never, ever giving up. But his on-screen success, that's really only half the story. Because off-screen, Sam Elliott has pulled off something that might be even rare in Hollywood: total stability. So first off, there's his incredible love story. Remember Catherine Ross, the actress he was too nervous to talk to way back in '69? Well, about a decade later, they worked together again, and this time he found his voice. They've now been married for over 40 years. I mean, that's practically unheard of in Hollywood. It's a true partnership. And then there's the quiet fortune he's built up. We're talking a net worth of around $20 million. And a huge chunk of that doesn't just come from his acting. It comes from that voice. He's been the voice of huge brands like Dodge Ram and Coors, which just proves that his baritone is a blockbuster all on its own. So when you think about it, from cowboys to bikers to everything in between, Sam Elliott has given us a whole lifetime of unforgettable characters. Which brings me to a very important question. I mean, is it Wade Garrett in Roadhouse? Or maybe the heartbreaking Shay Brennan in 1883? Or what about the stranger in The Big Lebowski? Everybody's got a favorite, right? Okay, I really want to know what you think. Drop your pick for his single greatest role down in the comments below. I'm so curious to see what everyone comes up with. And hey, if you enjoyed this little dive into a true Hollywood icon, do me a huge favor and hit that like button, share it with a friend, and make sure you're subscribed for more stories just like this one. Thanks for hanging out.